Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? Just gonna do a quick video here on just I guess some current events. I was reading, I think it was in Kings. It was the part of the Bible, if you know it at all, um, where the narrator's talking about it's an audio Bible, so he's talking about and he's just reading the Bible. That's all it is. No translation of any kind. He talks about, and I can't. I tried looking it up, but I didn't click the right page on what it was talking about. I clicked nearby, but it talks about such and so that made Israel to sin. Okay, then I think it goes on to Kings and Solomon and all that. Towards the end, Solomon ended up being a, David couldn't build the temple because he had blood on his hands, and Solomon built the temple, but then he fell away. It seems. Not to read a little more into the story, but he it's funny how it's again the book of Ecclesiastes. Man, I love that book because everything comes back to the same old thing. Nothing new under the sun. Every generation will do the same thing. If we don't watch out, we're gonna fall away. Look at America. Okay, it talks about this certain king forced Israel to sin. And then they continuously sinned after that, because it would always go back to and made Israel to sin, and made Israel to sin all the way through Kings. And I stopped, I think, on Kings chapter 2, I think. But I'm going to go back on the book tomorrow at work. I'm just going to let it run through again, because that's something that bing popped in my head. We're all trying to say, like, oh, this guy was good, that guy was bad. Why is David in heaven? How did David make it to heaven if he murdered everybody? Well, how did Solomon make it to heaven if he had 500 wives and did whatever he wanted with whoever he wanted, and he worshipped all other gods at the end? It seems, you know what I mean? You have to stay consistent, and it's simple. It is so stupid simple. Even when you look at that on this video, figured it out. I'm not the brightest bulb in the tree, but I do have constant glow. Sorry. But it's late. I think it's like I'm doing this at like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm trying to cook a snack, and I don't think the snack's gonna make it tonight. I'm tired. But we're never we're never going to get to the place. Everybody thinks, oh, you accept the Lord. You call it born again, call it whatever you want. You accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you're all better. You're not. You're not better. You're going to have problems. You're going to have big time problems, Me, I'm discovering that I'm very selfish, very, very self-centered. Probably why I can do a video. Because I have that tendency to, want some attention. I think I'm actually an introvert, because I can't do this with real people. I can, but they have to be willing to have an open conversation. At least this here, you can hear what I have to say, take it, leave it, take a piece of it, go read. It's something you can grab and go check out. You know what I mean, or whatever. But I don't have all the answers. I don't have any answers. I'm just trying to give you my observation as I come across them. What sparks in my mind as an idea, what I do for work, I laugh at it, and I'm aggravating everybody around me at work because it's silly what we do. I'll put it for an example, okay? I'll take this spice rack. I got Brazilian Steakhouse, I guess is what it's called, but is that going to work for this? Well, why don't we just use some salt, okay? We mine the salt out of the ground, right? We process it. We do whatever the process of salt is. I don't know what it is, to get it into the container, put it on the shelf, and then you buy it, you consume it, and it's gone. It goes right back. Where did it come from? It came from the ground, and it ends up going through our system, back to the ground. Yes, it gives us nutrients on the way through, but then it's gone, okay? Nothing new under the sun. What comes from the earth goes back to the earth. That's including us. And what I'm doing for work, they think they're doing this all impressive. I mean, oh man, look at what we do. Look at us. They're all young. They're all young guys. I mean, and I'm like, oh my God, you poor guys. And I had to talk to my ex-wife the other day. I said about a couple that I'm dealing with in another situation at work, but it's similar. And I go, were we that bad? And I told some of the stuff that this couple were doing, how they were having a hard time with some stuff and whatever. And she said, no, I don't think we were that bad. I mean, not that we were definitely had our problems. We were divorced, and we definitely had problems. But you know, I really, and I never, I don't think I ever blame, even, you know, in the heat of it, you blame the other person, but in all honesty, we did not work out. We could not gel it together, okay? And I had a little bit of trouble with my late wife. We were having some, I mean, COVID. Oops, sorry. I don't know if I can say that word or not. The sneeze session came in, and then we, you know, it put tension in the family. Finances were missing because we couldn't collect. We were both self-employed. We were not able to collect. Towards the end of it, we were able to collect, but then we weren't getting the big money. We were just getting basically, I think $100 each a week. It was kind of like, well, if we ignore all the bills, we're fine, right? So I'm kind of thinking, say, if we ignore all the bills we made and we just buy food, and you know, we were selling the house, so I guess, you know, because I'm going full nomadic. I'm already in a trailer. You know what? I'm gonna give you guys. It's a mess. Okay, a mess. Let me turn the lights on. Hold on. But it's a mess. Hold on, one more. So I'm a newly found bachelor, so it's going to be a bachelor pad, and it's a mess and a half. But you know, I decided that this is what I'm going to do for now. This is my thing. But this is this is my bedroom. That's a mattress standing up because I got my bikes in the back of that. But normally that lays down, and that's a king size bed. I got all storage under here. I built all this with my wife. She helped out a little bit. But I got my little oven, microwave. Probably not going to use any of that stuff, but I use this thing to heat the water. I got my French press. I like the French press. It works pretty good. The sink, that's coffee grinds in there because I ran out of coffee this morning, and it was a really watered down coffee, and it was just a mess. But yeah, I just went shopping too, and my daughter's forcing me to have yogurt. But this is my split unit thing. That's my work schedule. But I like it. I don't know, you know, I like it. It's okay. But I got a window there I put in the trailer. Sorry if I'm not making you sick or anything, but I got another window there. Another window there. The curtains are on tonight. That's my big TV. And it is all about him. Just remember, let him do it. And trust him to guide you through it. But anyways, that's my truck out in the yard right now. That's my daughter get out of the trailer, and I'm gonna go into the bathroom. This is I bought that little mini washing machine. I use it. I like it. Just can't do too much. Then there's me in the mirror. Hi. And then I got my batteries here, my water tank. That's the water tank I'm telling you about. This is the one I'm telling you about right here. At Tractor Supply, 15-gallon jobber, the little pump in the back. You know, I just got it hooked up like that. All my water lines. Then I got my shower. It's just a mess in here right now because I'm in between thinning out, and it's just a mess. So I got the red and blue pipe, that's water to a regular shower. That's hooked up to that. But I also got this. If you guys recognize the tip on this, that I got that battery powered shower that I can store in a 5-gallon bucket if I have to in that thing. So that's it. But yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, 16-foot cargo trailer converted to an apartment. And then here's all my fridge under the cabinet. It's all plumbed to the outside. If you can go to an RV park, you know. But I'm starting to, you know, do the composting thing, and whatnot. So, and I tell you what, people say, you know, it's a tough thing to. It's not. From a regular toilet to that thing cuts the smell in half immediately. I'll do my business. Sorry for being gross, and I'm gonna be all over on this video. Rabbit trails everywhere. I'll do my business. I'll go off for like 2 minutes. I'll come back in. I'll even forget to even use the bathroom. That's how much it gets rid of the smell. But I use my coffee grinds. I do that whole French press every day. Sometimes I'll do a second one if I'm not working. I'll make myself a second coffee. But I am trying to cut down on my coffee. But I do that. And I just the grass clippings. Everybody's like, oh, I gotta buy this sawdust, this that. Whatever you can get for free, do that first. And then if you have a preference on, well, I like that this does this or has that smell, then go from there after that. Basics, bottom line, and with composting, Cheap RV Living, Bob Wells, he talks about it too. He says compost, but don't compost with the idea that you're going to be doing compost. You can just get the process going, and then if you got a place to get rid of it, like if you got to dig a hole in the ground, at least it's already starting its decaying process. Otherwise, you're doing what you do with a baby diaper, trash can, done. Some people incinerate it, whatever. But I mean, I'm just, that's all I'm doing with it for now. We got a trash deal over here. It just goes that way. But sorry for the grossness on that. But back to the subject. And besides, what did they do in the Bible? And the other thing too, there is no way there's plumbing in heaven. Nope, not happening. Because one preacher that I follow, he was saying that he goes the way because the blood in the body is the life of the body. They still don't know what's in the blood. They're trying to figure out what's in the blood. I gotta shut this off. I think I'm burning it at this point. Yikes! I am well, maybe not. But I think they're about. I'm not gonna buy green beans anymore. Not the They turn too fast. Unless they're fresh out of the garden, I think I'm all done with that. And I'm gonna see about if I'm gonna do any moving around like this. I'm gonna see how I can grow green beans. Just certain, potatoes are easy. It just goes in a bucket. But I can probably put it in the top of the bucket, the green beans, and just make a cage for it so it can kind of hold it in place so I can drive around. Not a lot, just something. You know what I mean? And then when I get to where I'm going to hang out for a couple of weeks, I can just put them outside, and cage them off that way too, so the animals don't get those either. But I mean, fence is easy to pick up and lay down and move around, so I'm not worried about that. I don't know. We'll see. This is very. I feel like who I follow too is he's in an RV, but it's still the same idea. And he just went. I think he just went to No, he didn't go to compost. He went to a ceramic toilet. He's like, I understand it. I like my toilet. Well, what's his name? My goodness. He just sold his house too. He got a house during the pandemic, and he just sold it. Oh my goodness. But anyways, so when that guy caused it says it in the Bible, it made Israel to sin, and then you listen, it's like generation had to go 5-10 generations, and this generation sinned, and it all goes back to him that made Israel to sin. We have to watch ourselves. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's a good song, and it means a whole lot, back to life, back to reality. I mean, and then you get into the boyfriend girlfriend crap. But listen, the other thing too that I tell people, stop listening to the whole thing as A to Z. When a human's talking, when it's the Bible, front page to back page. If you want to start in Matthew to the end, sometimes I do that. I'll do Genesis to Revelation, and then what I'll do, I'll go back. I'll do just Genesis up to the creation of man. Then I'll jump into Matthew and I'll just continue on when Jesus shows up on the scene. You know what I mean? And then I'll go back, Genesis to Revelation. Then I'll do Genesis, just that first part when man is created. Then I'll start back up in Matthew to the end. And that's how I read it. Just so you get the gist of what. Because the Old Testament really explains the monotony of it. I guess the monotony of why are we still doing all the stuff we're doing? Why has the devil invented the fiat system at this time of the game? It's almost over. He's about to lose. He's about to lose huge. Because he's sucking as many of us as he possibly can, going after all the glitty. Ooh, the shiny. Look I don't buy just any coffee. I buy Best Choice coffee. You know why? It's the best choice. Why would you buy any other Folgers? Don't forget, Best Choice. Right? I know Folgers is better. Or the name brand. Everybody's doing a name brand. You know, I'm gonna pick out a name brand. And here I am trying to, to get a channel going. But I don't care. Whatever. I'm just trying to put my 2 cents out there like everybody else is doing. But I'm gonna keep it connected to the Lord. It's gonna be relationship with Jesus Christ based. No religion. I don't have a religious bone in my body. I have no interest in it. I was raised a Catholic. My family was all Catholic, and my mother in the 80s when they had that whole Jesus movement going on, and they were in the Catholic Church. My mother got saved. My mother accepted Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, and then the Catholic Church said that was wrong. If you go look up the history of the Catholic Church, there's plenty of people online talking about it. You know, you got to dig it up. But the Catholic Church went the wrong way too. If you're going to create an ism, a group, a dynasty, anything like that, you gotta create your own special Kool-Aid. You gotta create your own thing, okay? Conservatism, liberalism, communism, you know what I mean? All these isms. I don't know what that noise just was. I'm gonna put this up for now. Some poor kid. Speaking of that, this is kind of what got me going here today. I was just talking to the people I'm watching their house, and they just said, and this kid was on my mind when I met him. Okay, young kid, 16 years old, right? They come over to get a bunch of pallets for his, I think it was his aunt. And they have a horse and all that, and they just need some pallets. So my friend had some from work, and this kid said, boy, I felt the urge to talk to him about the Lord. Does he know the Lord? And this was probably, well, right after my wife passed away. So it was probably like right around July, August. Okay, he passed. He got killed in a car accident last night. Rolled over. His 6-month pregnant, 15-year-old girlfriend is in a coma. They're trying to deliver the baby right now. I dropped the ball. It's something I could have mentioned. Maybe you don't know what little comment, anything, you know, and who knows, maybe I did say something. I don't remember saying anything to the kid, but other than, you know, here they are and here you go. But I was kind of a little thrown off when he showed up, actually, because I saw something in the yard and said, who the heck's in the yard? So it was a big mess. But in and out of season, ready or not, the Lord needs you. The Lord needs you to just say something to somebody. You don't have to save them. It's not your job. That's his job. Your job is to go tell. Just mention it. You water the seed. Plant the seed. Maybe take some bad, some shoots off to the what do you call them, suckers. Take some suckers off of the person. We all got suckers on us. Man, I tell you what. That's a good one. We got suckers on us all over the place. You get a job, okay? I got a job right now. Okay, it was 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. They decided they want to do this schedule, certain days on, certain days off. Then you get a long weekend every once in a while. However, it all works out. And well, the older guys that don't want to work 5 days a week or whatever, they said, okay, I'll do that. So because they want weeks off, they want days off during the week. Well, they're not showing up for work now on their days off. Hello, McFly. Yeah, I don't know why you thought that wasn't going to happen, but okay. If I'm not scheduled to work, me no working. I'm working right now because I just started 20 days after my wife passed away, and we were dead flat broke. I mean, we were like minus a lot of money. So I'm just trying to get stuff paid up, then I can kind of get some money built up, and I'm in the process now of building up a little bit. It's not gonna be as much as I want because there's some issues arising over there. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's there's something's gonna happen over there, and I just don't see chaos is brewing locally. Let's just say that. Yeah, so this kid passed away, and I'm kind of, oh my God, that's awful. I mean, and I'm trying to be super neutral as a Christian. Well, did he know Jesus? Is he in hell or is he in heaven? I don't know. I don't know what I have no idea of anything about him. He seemed like a good kid, although there were I don't think they were drinking and driving, but they were coming back from a party, and he swerved and the car rolled over. He got ejected. He died immediately, and she's a mess. They don't think she's gonna make it. They're gonna try and deliver the baby, see what happens after that. But I'm like, oh my, life is so short. And I was just talking to these guys tonight at work. We've got a couple of young guys that came in. Man, slow it down, dude. We're driving in a pit. I said, slow it down. You don't need to be the hot shot. Man, do I hate looking at myself in the mirror. I was like them, full of piss and vinegar. I had a mouth on me like you wouldn't believe. You know, I mean, if my ex-wife ever comes on here, I definitely burn it now. I can kind of smell it. No, shut off. These, buttons. Okay, can I tell you something about buttons in 2021? When you turn it, okay, watch. I'm gonna do something. Okay, it might mess up the whole camera shot, but watch. On, off, done. No, this stupid thing, I love it. The split unit. I hit a button and it goes into this process of whatever. The truck I got, right? Got to shut it off whenever you're fueling it up, right? I shut the key off. The thing's running because it's regen or whatever that stupid diff stuff does. I can fuel it. I can put more diff in it. I can chew the fat with a guy on the other side and get in it. It's still running. But I shut the key off. And then you go in it, right? If it's shut off for the day, you put the keys in the ignition, you turn it, you turn it to the start position. I can count to 3 for I actually hear the starter start up. What is with the windows and I got that thing. Can you see it? No. See if I can bend the camera. Yeah. No. What the heck's in the way? Oh, tinfoil. That truck right there, it's a 2014, okay, Ford. And the windows, okay? Down is down, up is up. The Bible talks about yes is yes, no is no. I'll take it one step further. Up is up, down is down. I mean, seriously, you hit it down, it goes down. You hit it down again, it goes up. It's like, no, I'll pull it up or I'll push it down. Thank you. Next truck I get is going to have none of this crap. 2,000 or lower. I'm not going up. I'm done with all this new stuff. Oh, man. I had a truck. It was a 96 Ford extended cab, and I could have got a little bit newer one that had power windows. I said, nope, give me the old Ford. I called it Hector. And I love that truck. The tranny blue. I didn't know enough about it because I still had that truck today. Thought I know that thing was all paid out and everything. Tranny blue. It would have cost me $1,000, maybe $1,500 to have them do the training. Even if it was $2,000, better than freaking $500 a month. I mean, 4 months. You know what I mean? Hello. But yeah. So, anyways, we have to realize that as a society, we are being given, we are choking on our blessing. Yes, the Lord will bless us, just like when he had the birds flying through the air. When the people were crying, they didn't want the manna. They were sick and tired of the manna, so he sent a bunch of whatever birds. Just call them birds, okay? For now, go look it up. You got to start reading this book. Just let it. Let the audio Bible go. You're driving to work. If you're driving to work or something, just downtime. You're gonna rattle like me all day? I'll just turn the Bible on. When I find myself rattling, I turn the Bible on, audio Bible up. It's like this thing's gotta shut off because it's got stuff going on all day. And the devil will take you for a walk. He'll take you for a jog. He'll take you on vacation if you let him. Don't let him. Jesus said, get every thought under control. That's the only control we have. We can give that thought. Every time we get a thought, give it to Jesus. Say, Lord, this thought's driving me nuts. Eventually it'll go away. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll hang on because it's a strong one, you know. When you create a habit, okay, like every time you have dinner, okay, you have to have dessert after. You get very upset if you don't have dessert after dinner, or you have to microwave your plate before you put your food on it. I think you're a Looney Tune if you do that. Just saying, okay? Truck driver, I've had to eat off my steering wheel, dashboard, whatever's available. So I can eat cold meatballs. I can, as long as it's grab and go, I can eat it. I'm not worried. I'll even eat a cold baked potato. I don't care. I love potatoes, hot or cold. Prefer not burnt, tongue burnt, But you gotta realize that it's not about us at all. There's nothing. God and Jesus do not need us. Okay? God's given Jesus this kingdom. Not yet. Okay? Satan is the ruler of this planet. He runs this show. Okay? Everybody says, why is God doing that? God ain't doing it. Satan is the deadbeat landlord here. And he's not a deadbeat. He just hates everybody that's renting off of him. And he'll do anything he can to get you sucked in, because he has to be careful. He can only do so much to you, because he has to always go ask God permission. Can I do this? Can I take Daniel's wife? God said, yes, but you cannot hurt him. Okay? For whatever reason, he allowed that. I don't like it. I had kind of a tough day today with it again. Not drastic, but it's kind of just still questioning it. Why? But it was her time. I also see that it was her time. She was definitely distressed on this planet. She's went through a lot in her life, and she saw a lot of grief. I mean, I look around. Everybody's just doing their own damn thing, and the Bible talks about it. We're doing whatever we think is right in our mind. That'd be like me saying, screw it. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go eat everything in this trailer, and I don't care if I throw up or not. Well, why? I don't like throwing up. Why do I even want to provoke that? I don't want to. I don't like throwing up. I will work overtime to not throw up. I have spent time talking myself out of throwing up, and then trying to convince myself that if you just do it, it'll be over. I don't like throwing up. It's gross. It gets places where it doesn't need to be. I'm probably not making any sense, and I don't get many people, because I'm trying to get what's in my mind out, and it makes sense in my mind, but it doesn't come out of my mouth the same way. But it's not. See, he's with me all the time. He's just with me, so I can function in a job like that. I won't be able to function in it for a long time, but I can function in it for a little while. And if anybody wants to, what's sad is there's a Christian there, and he's almost not talking about it. The only time they talk to him about that is when they want to start goofing on it, and that's sad. They're goofing on it like it's no big deal. It's your ass. It is literally you're gonna make fun of God and His creation and His Son, the one that's gonna take over this whole deal. I want to be on the front row seat of that. I want to be on one of them white horses. I had a vision in my mind about it when I first got saved. I mean, the Lord gives me a lot of visions and a lot of very vivid dreams. I had a weird dream. I'm still processing the dream in my mind. That either someone was showing me how to build a fire, or I was showing somebody how to build a fire. But we're doing it in the middle of like a dirt road, and there was one set of tire tracks that came in and went around our fire and just kept going. Like we could just build it wherever and nobody mattered. There were a couple houses around here and there, but I didn't see anybody except for that person sitting in that chair. And I for some reason, I half think it was me. Then I half think it was somebody telling me how you can live out here. I had a short beach chair. You know those ones that are very short legs on them? Regular full-size lawn chair, but it's short legs for the beach. And he's sitting in that, and he put like a towel on it to block the wind, and he had something else on the side of it so the fire wouldn't go out or anything like that. Big, good-sized fire, like a maybe a trash can size, but on the ground, with a bunch of just random rocks that he found. And all of a sudden it panned out. It was a those things that fly that you can take videos of. Wow, tough night. I knew I shouldn't have done this video tonight. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm punch drunk. Yeah, I guess you will. So I'm just gonna. I might be up for 2 hours. You know. It panned away. And it started showing like houses and stuff, and there were some lights on. The houses weren't tired or exhausted. They weren't, but they weren't like in primo shape either. They were kind of like in the middle of, oh, another year or two we have to put a paint job on. I mean, it was in that position, and that was it for the dream. It's like, the heck was that all about? But I think we got some tough times coming, because the rapture does not mean it's only going to get tough after that. It's going to work its way up. Because remember, the people that are here are going to just see a whole bunch of people leave. And then, like everything else, they're going to blow it off like, oh, that was a fluke. Oh, that must have been the zombie apocalypse or whatever. Well, I got my job, you know. And how many Christians said that during the sneeze session? Oh, I'm still working. I'm still in good shape. I mean, the churches, they all said, oh, we got record amounts of money to come in that year. That's sad. It's only about the money. At the end of the day, it's about the money. I don't care what you say. If you don't think it's true, then shut it down. Don't shut it down, but you know what I'm getting at. You got to be careful, especially if you're a church and you're a leader of a church. Be very careful, because you're sucked in. You are more sucked into that delusion than you realize. You got a 501c3, so you can collect more money. Otherwise, you just be, what is with this little guy? He's got a. I got a one of those bug swatter things. You want to see it? It's kind of redneck. There it is. That's all I do. I just incinerate them. Because they're not responding to nothing else, so they got to disappear. But sorry, bunch of old tools I got hanging around them. I was put them to new use. But you got over half an hour. What? I am not at a loss of stuff to talk about. I'm kind of going around in circles here a little bit, but simplify your life. I don't care how much you simplify, but simplify. Stop going after, and we got to stop feeding this pig. This pig is at $28 trillion, and it wants more. Because you know why? It knows we want more. We got to stop. Stop. I can cook everything I need right here. I can cook. I put what? 25 meatballs on a shelf. I got another shelf in there. I just didn't have a pan. 50 meatballs. Man, I only bring 7 because we got heart disease in the family, so my sister suggested I reduce my meat and find another source, so that's why I got to do this yogurt. See, Okiyo's 000, whatever. It's good, actually. I like it. Maybe my taste is changing, but I do like it, so I'll do it. I do half in the morning, half at night, until I get used to it or whatever. But you know, we gotta realize that why do you need all that furniture in your house? It's funny, my ex-wife, we had talked about that when she had come to visit when my wife had died. She was nice enough, which I very much appreciate. I'll keep saying that to her forever. I very much appreciate that her and my daughters came down, and because I didn't realize I probably would have crashed real bad, you know, and I didn't realize that, but they kind of sustained me because I was able to help. I was able to process it a little differently because I had my family, you know, and you know, my ex-wife, whether you know, like it or not, your family, because we were married for 16 years, you know, and we dated for 3, so that's you know, it is what it is, you know. We got 2 beautiful daughters, and that's great. But I'm looking forward to heading back up to the Northeast to visit them for I don't want. This is why I think I'm leaving the job. I'm leaving it on good terms. You know, even though we're butting heads with the boss, he's going through a lot with that job, so that could be it. But maybe he needs a little bit of a wake up call too in some areas. I need wake up calls as well. So I think I need to. Now I got some money put aside a little bit. I need to maybe just go and just chill out, process what just happened to me this year. Remember, I told you my mom died. 33 days later, my wife died. 20 days after that, I got a job that I was waiting on for 6 months. Sorry, a little Vietnam moment there. But you know, nevertheless, and that's not disrespect to anybody that's been in that war. I love you guys. I love you all for it, men and women, and anybody that lost somebody there. That stuff should not happen, because these are bank wars. That war, that Vietnam War, was because Vietnam didn't want to come into the system. Look it up. Vietnam did not want to come into the system. We forced them into the system. It's just how the system is. You know, and love it, hate it. It's not America. It's not the Constitution. It's not Russia. It's not communism. It's not Hitler. Hitler was already dead. I mean, it's not these, not China. It's not Saddam Hussein. It's not those men. It's the system, the banks. All those bankers, the Rockefellers, Chases, all those. You look, creature from Jekyll Island, and the other one, 1965 Prophecy. Look it up. Just punch that into YouTube. 1965 Prophecy. It should come up with some Frostham guy. It's got music behind it. I like that one better because I think they did a really good. There's one that just reads it, but they really emphasize it in the right places on a certain video. If I ever learn how to post it, I'll post it. But right now, you got to do the legwork. You have to help yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody gives two rat's rear ends about you more than you and Jesus. But free will does not allow him to come to you, but you can go to him, and then he can come to you. You got to ask him to come into your life. Jesus, I don't know what that nut job's talking about, but I want you in my life. I don't know what it's all about. I'm going to start reading your book. I want you in my life. And let the Holy Spirit guide you. It will not talk outside of that book. Everybody says, oh, there's stuff missing in the book. Don't worry about what's missing in the book. Worry about what's in the book. That's what you're responsible for. Worry about what's in that book. Never mind what somebody says they took out of it. Okay? Jehovah Witness. We had one come to our door down in when we had my second marital house, and my wife had it all set up. She already had it set up. When they came to the door, she says, "Hey, open up to this chapter and read it to me," and they read it. And they're like, and then they said either the whole verse is missing or a certain word is missing, which I believe is the word Jesus is missing in it. So, and on top of it being missing, instead of putting Jesus, they put X's in place of Jesus. And she showed me, I'm like, oh my God, wow. They are actually showing them. This is what I mean. The devil has to show you he took something out. In the movies, I love it. Like, Legend of the Fall, okay? They have to hide the truth in a love affair with Brad Pitt and that chick and the two brothers and the war and all this other shit. Focus on the old man in that movie. Your eyes will be open. Creature from Jekyll Island. Look up his YouTube video. It's an hour or somewhere in that neighborhood. But he talks about his book. Get his book. It just talks about what the system is. No harm, no foul. How are we getting rid of this system? Ain't nobody. We can talk against it. I'm talking just how stupid it is. They put this perfect system in place, and they cook the books. They make a mistake. Well, they purposely cook the books, purposely make mistakes, get caught. What do? Step back. Let's print some money. Okay, now bananas went from 10 cents to 25 cents. No big deal. Just what? 10, 20, almost double inflation on that. But it's small numbers. Then all of a sudden we get into 2020. I don't even know what I paid for. Oh, I can probably tell you what I paid for these bananas. What do I do with that receipt? You know what? I'm sorry, daughter. My video is going to be long. Cut them up, slice and dice them. I don't know what to tell you, but this is me. French, huh? Oh, I getting my oldies on. Bananas. Hey, they missed them? I have to go back. Oh, there it is. Okay. Wow. They're $2.26 a pound. No. 69 cents a pound. Okay? Bananas, 69 cents a oh, so I must have had, I don't know what that 226 is all about. I paid $1.81 for 2 4. I ate one. So seven bananas, $1.81. So I hope these phones are still alive. Yeah. Almost dead. Yep. Battery. Dead battery. You ain't gonna charge me. Not charging you, pal. Not charging you, okay? Alright. 1.81 divided by 1.81 divided by 7 equals 25 cents a banana. I did not even mean to be accurate with that. That is so funny. So the bananas are 25 cents a piece. You probably stuff's getting expensive, and it's all relevant. Everybody's flipping out about it, like gas is right around $3 depending on where you're living. We're $2.89 where we are. My brother says $3.09 up in the Northeast. You'll never see gas again at $1.50, let alone 99 cents. My dad, my oldest brother said he started driving when gas was 35 cents a gallon. He's we call him the antique. So it's me, my sister, my brother, then my brother. So he's gonna be if I'm gonna be 52, he's gonna be 58, I believe. So we're around there. So 58 minus 30, 40 years, 60, because he was like 20 when he started driving. Well, earlier than that, but I mean, you know what I mean? Was 80s, I think 80s, 75, 80. So it was 35 cents in the 75 and 70, 75. We have an imposter. Get that gun. Round here, we shoot and then ask questions. Who you? Oh, you don't want to answer me now, huh? Yeah, beat it, pal. Just kidding. So yeah, it's all relevant, but here's the thing that's not relevant. Here's the thing that's the truth. They haven't been raises since 1970. You know why? They're pushing the $15 an hour thing now, and $20 is okay. Oh my God, you're gonna make 15 to 20 bucks an hour just to flip hamburgers. Ooh! Because it's gonna cost you $8 to $10 for that burger now. Go to Burger King and McDonald's for a meal is like freaking $9, $10. I'm like, really? I mean, but I just bought. Let me get my receipt out. I just bought a hamburger tonight, which is gonna make me a lot more meatballs than I made the other day. If I did, what's that? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's just. I had to buy some. Oh, if I don't know that. This bag of Three Musketeers, Halloween bag of Three Musketeers. How many come in it? I don't know. Actual size, it probably doesn't say. It's a fun size. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can tell you the size by the weight. If I can figure that out. It says eat by 9 of 2022. What the heck are the ounces on this stupid thing? One hit the floor. That doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The point being, okay, I just bought a 5, let me see, Potatoes, chip, fresh, coffee, bananas, chub. Oh, I bought 5, I think it was 5 pounds of chub. No, it's ground hamburger. You got that as chub. That's disgusting. That cost me $18 for 5 pounds. That stupid bag of Three Musketeers was $4.39. When the heck did candy turn out to be that? Why is sugar so damn expensive? That's ridiculous. But I'm gonna end this video on that note. Keep it simple with the Lord. Simple, 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 simple. You cannot break habits. Only He can. But what you can do about the habit is give it to Him. Just give it to Him. Okay? There's stuff in my life I don't like. They may not be ready to get rid of some stuff. You know, the Lord knows. The Lord knows what you're willing to, what you're not willing to. Give Him whatever you can. And just get there. Life is a process, not a destination. Life is a journey, process and a journey. It's not a destination. We're not staying here. We're not staying here. This is just a place we're stopping by for a little while. You guys got to prove us. We got to prove God. You know, you know, the devil's running this show, so this is why this is such a mess. And it's always going to be a mess. It can't not be a mess. We're never going to get better. We're going to get worse as time goes on. Okay? So, take comfort and joy in that, because you know what? The worse it gets collectively for the world, the sooner He's going to be here. And, I mean, what's the worst going to happen? We're going to go to war again. We're going to have all this stuff happen, all this hoopla, blah, blah, blah. It just keeps happening again and again and again. Simplify your life. Go enjoy your life. If you're with somebody that is of the same mind frame, hopefully. If not, well, you're going to struggle with that one too. But you got to find a way to enjoy this journey. I mean, it's not, this journey isn't we're going to work until we're dead. Every day I'm driving. I'm like, I don't need to do this no more. Why am I doing it? I can do this 2, 3, 4 months a year, especially with that income. I only need to do that for, I can do that 2 months on the front end of the year, 2 months on the back end of the year. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Do it in thirds, so I have, you know, a few months off in between. Work 2 months, take 2 months off. Work 2 months, take 2 months off. Fine with me. I don't care. You know, by the time I get sick of the guys, I can be out. I can bounce and just go enjoy some time. You know, but they're all spending their money as fast as they get it, and most of them gamble, and it's sad. All the money goes as fast as it comes in. It's like, what the? It's exhausting to watch. They're blowing through this stuff like there's no tomorrow. You know, it's just sad. But on that note, love you guys. Jesus is real. You gotta trust Him. You gotta research Him. You gotta look into Him. You gotta read His Word, and you gotta talk to Him. Talk to Him. Just just talk to Him. Just give Him what you don't like. Give Him what you like. Yeah, give Him what you like, cause you know you gotta give Him what you like as much as you give Him what you don't like. Cause I mean, look at the guy that had to sacrifice his son. Drawing blanks on names. Boy, I just went through that book too. Wow, this is horrible. Can't wait for some days off coming up, but so I'll be able to be refreshed and talking about this stuff. But you know, God gave him the son, and then God took the son back. But did He take the son back? Go read the book. I wish I could give you a hint on where it is. All I can tell you is it's in the Bible. Hey, love yous all. Good luck with this one. God bless.